friends, Peggy Hall back with you from thehealthyamerican.org. We are going to be looking at this governor here in just a moment. I call him the Green New Deal. We're going to hear from him less than a minute. And I want you to look at his facial expressions. A real quick reminder, and thank you to everybody who is subscribed here. Be sure that you click on the live tab of my videos. That's where most of my videos are uploaded. I do have a couple of videos about the weird Band-Aids that Joshi wears and all of his staged rescues of different people. And then I did a video for you, click on videos, and I did a video for you yesterday about his UN speech. And you guys really loved that thumbnail with all the ridiculous Band-Aids. I'm going to tell you at the end of this video what we found out when Healthy Americans contacted his office to ask about what is going on with all of the Band-Aids. I've done a couple of videos, apparently 3 videos about the Band-Aids, and I will tell you what his office says. First, let's go over here, and I want you to look at his facial expressions. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Day 41 since the fires on Maui. We now have gone through 637 parcels and cleared them from the EPA standpoint out of about 1,500 that were of concern, so that people will be able to, in the coming weeks, be able to get back to their property. Also, we still have over 7,000 people, 7,514 across 40 hotels. We're going to make a lot more long-term housing available to people as we head towards the end of this month. Thousands of people have signed up for support from American Red Cross and FEMA, and we will be putting out very large grants from our temporary assistance for needy families to help people get through this. Continue to be supportive, please, of the people on Maui. They need our love, and we're going to do all that we can to get resources directly to them well in advance of rebuilding. Aloha.
All right. You can probably see my comment here. I'm concerned about your eyes, Josh. You keep squinting and closing your eyes for long periods at a time. What is wrong? Look at this.
Hello, everyone. Day 41 since.
Okay, there, his eyes are closed. The research I've done shows that people that are lying will close their eyes for a period of time. That may or may not be the case here, but it's a very strange way of communicating.
The fires on Maui, we now have gone through 637 parcels and cleared them from the EPA.
And then he does this squinting action. I noticed that on his very first few, well, the first few times I ever saw him in the aftermath of this disaster and this massacre. And he was squinting as if he was trying to read something from a distance. I don't know if that's the case. It's just a very bizarre trait.
Standpoint out of about 1,500 that were of concern, so that people will be able to, in the coming weeks, be able to get back to their property.
There's the closing the eyes again. So he claims that he's an MD. Does he have some sort of issue that needs to be tended to? Does he need to wear glasses? Does he have dry eyes and needs some kind of eye drops, lubricant drops? I'm very concerned. He is the calls himself the governor of Hawaii. So is he fit to serve?
Property. Also, we still have over 7,000 people, 7,514 across 40 hotels. We're going to make a lot more long-term housing available to people as we head towards the end of this month. Thousands of people have signed up for support from American Red Cross.
Or maybe he's just falling asleep as he's talking?
And FEMA, and we will be putting out very large grants from.
This is so bizarre.
From our temporary assistance for needy families to help people get through this. Continue to be supportive, please, of the people.
There it goes again.
On Maui, they need our love.
Squinting.
We're going to do all that we can to get resources directly to them well in advance of rebuilding. Hello.
All right. Many of you have said that you like when I interrupt because you don't really want to hear him, but I will be playing his portions first, and then I will give my analysis. I want to tell you, and I want to thank you for those who contacted his office. And you can do a simple internet search, contact Governor Green and email. And what we found out from more than one Healthy American, they were told in response to the concern over the Band-Aids. Are you ready for this? They said, his office said it was an inside joke. Oh, isn't that funny? Yes, an inside joke. When he's on in these press concerts, as I call them, intending to give important information to the survivors of this intentionally inflicted massacre, and he's wearing band-aids as an inside joke. Well, I don't think that's very funny. I've done several videos basically ridiculing this behavior, and I find it demeaning, distracting. I find it childish, reprehensible, and not becoming a governor. I would love if you would assist me in contacting his office and letting them know how childish, bizarre, demeaning, distracting, and whatever adjective you want to use, it is to see those band-aids floating around on the different fingers. I did notice at the United Nations appearance that he had, and that's this video right here. Josh Green, do deal, his UN speech where he blames the Lahaina fire on the climate. Yes, and the world should apologize. I did not see him wearing any band-aids that day. I would also like you to ask the governor's office what is wrong with his eyes. Why does he speak and give so many presentations with his eyes closed or squinting? Friends, we're rattling the cage. Let's keep the pressure on. This is a little bit more of a lighthearted break in my reporting. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Well, I've got a couple other videos for you today, but I'll be back with you tomorrow with more of my Maui coverage, including some updated drone footage where it's very clear that there were kill grids that paved the way for the major transportation corridor in Lahaina that was on the books years prior to this firebombing. Thanks for being on board, everybody. I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming broadcast.